Assassin's Creed Shadows has revealed just how ugly the gaming community is. Alright man, let's see it. I've been a gamer for my whole life, but I've never seen people act more feral about a game than they did with Shadows. Their ugly characters surfaced, or more like was allowed to surface because the general hate cloud about this game. Hating on the game was the socially acceptable thing to do, and oh boy did they take advantage of that. And I'm talking about blatant racism, bias, and openly admitting to wanting tens of thousands of people to lose their job. So, I haven't seen racism, I have seen bias, and I have seen people admitting that they want people to lose their jobs. I've seen that, but I have not seen racism. I have actually seen racism from the other side, from the devs themselves. I literally see comments with thousands of likes that are along the line of Assassin's Creed steal your wallet. Wait, no! Wait, wait, does he mean because he's black? No. I don't think that's the thing. I think the person that wrote that... No. It's Ubisoft who's trying to steal our money. Or Yasuke is gonna be a loot hoarder. Okay. Or the classic, of course he's destroying other people's property, just like in real life. Okay, that's not cool. That's not cool. I haven't seen this, but I do believe it. Like, some people write this shit. But that one was kind of funny, okay? I'm not gonna lie. But don't take it seriously, right? But like my mind went straight to Ubisoft. It did not go straight to like black person steal stuff. Now, of course not. Anyone can steal. And last year, a lot of gaming companies were trying to steal your money. So my head went straight to that. Not only that, but the nitpicking is insane. That is true. That is so true. I do agree there. I've watched countless of critique videos of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and they're criticizing like the foreheads of the characters, they're criticizing the nose, they're criticizing the hair, they're criticizing the way they run, the way they walk. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I do agree. A certain slimy goober who has way too much influence considering he's literally one of the filthiest people alive, sucks at video games in general and has a borderline Nazi views. Is he talking about Asmongold? Come on. You don't have to, I mean, it's in the title. Revealed just how ugly the gaming community is, and then he goes on and says, considering he's literally one of the filthiest people alive, sucks at video games, and has borderline Nazi views. You're talking about yourself. Like, you didn't have to attack anyone. And you're trying to make people be on your side for one moment, and you can't even control yourself. That is awful, dude. I've been on the internet my entire life, and I haven't said shit like that since I was like 12. Come on. Who says this? Okay. Game gas mediation minigame and settlement building minigame. Why is this even in the game? Yeah, okay, I do agree. But I think I know what video he's referring to. What the person was talking about was, I think they should focus on the main part of the game. They didn't say, why is it even in the game? They didn't say that. Okay, game has animal painting activity, why is this in the game? I can't kill the bird. That's Asmongold. He said that. I know that. I watched the video. Yes, it's he's just fucking trolling, okay? He's just being entertaining, okay? You can't take him that seriously. Like, Jesus Christ is literally clinging to every single issue to make the game look worse. Yes, that is true though. I do agree there. I'm just sick and tired of this, not because I care about his worthless opinion, but, dude, again, with the insults. But because it will actually influence the sales of the game in a bad way. He's one of the biggest streamers in the planet. P.S. Mods, please for the love of God, don't delete this. This is a very real issue. I mean, you could have done this without the insults. Seriously. Like, I do try to be unbiased and just take it at face value and try to look at it through his eyes. But when I see things like this, calling people filthy, borderline Nazi, like his worthless opinion, you don't have to attack people. It makes your argument completely invalid to a lot of people. But I do see your point. I do see the person's point. I haven't been aware of any racism except maybe this comment here. I don't like this post. It's in bad faith. It's in bad taste. Yeah. Let's see the comments. I think the hate Ubisoft and the gaming industry as a whole is getting is completely justified. I don't know how old you are, but I've been gaming since the late 90s and I've seen the way the industry has slowly devolved from artists and creatives wanting to make fun, exciting entertainment to money-hungry, soul-numbing, and creatively bankrupt corporations who toss out the same copy-paste games. Yes, there are companies, of course, they have to make money, but I'm fully aware of that. But the attitude towards the consumer has gotten completely out of hand. I do not think it's unreasonable for the consumer to expect polished and innovative product from the biggest companies in the industry who sink tens of millions of dollars into their games. I do not think gamers are out of line for pushing back against live service, loot boxes, identical online shooters, and the fact that almost every new big game is an open-world stealth action RPG with a crafting and collectibles designed not with love but to stimulate our lizard brain by making us think we're achieving something by collecting all the flowers or different colored handkerchiefs. I do not hope that Ubisoft shuts down, as I'm sure there are thousands of low-level workers who are just as sick and tired of the bosses as we are, and I hope Shadows will be great, but I don't think there's anything wrong with being critical of a company. I wholeheartedly agree with this statement, that I don't feel like I'm out of line when I criticize the game. I do think that these nitpicks are kind of, it is a consequence of their actions. It's what it is. So it is kind of justified. You can think what you want. I'm kind of in the middle. You have to be respectful, but you can also be critical, especially since Ubisoft has made so many mistakes with this game that are just plain racist as well. Plain racist or just plain stupid, you know? And I'm not trying to glorify myself. I've made comments in the past that I didn't think as racist, but they came out racist, and that's an oopsie. You know, people do that. It's fine. But making decisions over and over and over and over that kind of fit the same narrative, that fit all the lines point towards the same thing, I'm not sure. That's kind of racism to me. Like, all the small things, I don't know. But I don't give a shit, okay? I honestly don't give a shit. I'm just here for the drama. Like, I'm not trying to feed into the drama and make a big fuss. I'm just kind of like enjoying that people are talking. You know what I mean? I think it's much better that people are talking than not talking. So yeah, great stuff. Nah, people are just done with half-assed production and lack of respect from developers and these corporations. Yes. They released a statement claiming they double-checked with Japanese experts, but then had plenty of slip-ups. See? The broken Torigate, just casually using it to make merch, but wasn't aware how insensitive it was till it was pointed out by fans, right? The national treasure that's not allowed to be used for commercial advertising, used in a trailer when it didn't ask for permission, but stated that they double-checked, so they lied. Now releasing the game on the anniversary of the Tokoyo terror attack. Again, fucking crazy. I'm really curious which Japanese experts they consulted, because I think that's a lie. I agree with this statement. People are just fed up with it, and that's why they're nitpicking, because they are so tired of corporate greed and corporate decisions that don't align with the community. It is so sad. And I do feel a little bit emotional talking about this, because gaming has been my entire life, pretty much. Most of the games that I loved have been crushed, so there's not much left in this old gamer. Yesterday I read a comment of someone complaining how the knots of the helmets are inaccurately tied. Jesus. But it is stuff like that. People are just fed up, so they start nitpicking. That post is just a karma Cashion. I mean, I see how he thinks that, but it's not. I think the guy is being sincere. Is no one talking about how he called someone borderline Nazi and filthy? What did he say? So this guy says that there are channels made entirely around negativity, and that's true. My channel, for an example, is mostly about drama, negative related things, but I try to keep it, I try to keep it positive as well. I don't shit on things. I don't like to critique things super negatively. I do want to be optimistic as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, the anti-woke community is putting their 2 cents about it. Yeah, I also don't like that. You have to find a middle ground, but unfortunately, because the woke thing becomes so huge and extreme, now the anti-woke community is extreme. And that's how balance sets in. You first get the extremes of both sides. It's kind of like a fading wave. You know what I mean? It is always like this with everything. First things go too far, and then the other side goes too far, and then it finds a middle ground. It's the same thing with like the Me Too movement. It became so huge that these extremists began taking the spotlight, and then a lot of men started hating the Me Too movement because of those extremists, and so it went both sides, extremes, and then it found the balance, and now people aren't even talking about it. I think the biggest problem now is that people can't accept an opinion that's not the same as theirs. I don't think that's a big issue. I think it was a big issue, but I think it's getting better. I think it is. If someone likes red paint but someone else likes blue, they start screaming and yelling. Yeah, whatever. See, now people are getting fed up with both the woke and anti-war war. So it's good. It's a good thing. That means that balance is setting in. It's a good stuff. Really good stuff. People only care about history when a black dude is the protagonist. That's not entirely true. In order for people to start digging into things, they have to have a point to start digging in. And that starting point is a black protagonist in a samurai game. Or a black protagonist being a samurai from the history books. So these things are the reason why people started digging. If Ubisoft would have said, hey, the main protagonist is going to be a black guy, he's a samurai, but it's not written in the history books, nothing like that. We just thought this would be a fun story. We're gonna make our own fantasy story. It's gonna be great. People wouldn't start digging like this. Yes, the extreme groups, the extremists would be kind of mad, but nobody cares about those people. I mean, most people would be like, cool, I mean, whatever, doesn't fucking matter. But because it was a black guy as a samurai and it was supposed to be a real person back in the day, that's where people started being like, okay, is this true or is it not true? Let's check it out. It turns out nobody knows. So, you know what I mean? People do have their reasons to start digging into shit. It's not just because the person is black, okay? First time online in the gaming community, this unfortunately is nothing new. Ubisoft hate has been particularly high lately, but toxicity from gamers is nothing new by any means. In fact, I think toxicity is getting lower, if anything. I think people are getting more understanding, if anything. That's why there hasn't been enough backlash, because people have been kind of silent, in my opinion, and now finally people are getting fed up. That's my opinion. But yeah, I think that's about it. I've read enough comments. I just think this post is silly. The thing is, I actually agree with a lot of points here, but I just think it's so stupid to call someone filthy and borderline Nazi and you know, having worthless opinions. It's just, you don't have to do that. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I don't even understand. I don't get it. Whatever. But anyways, what do you guys think? Does this person make any sense? I mean, I think he or she makes a ton of sense. Just minus the insults and yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.